Class will now learn how to solve two missing data of two adjacent line or two non-adjacent line or non-adjoining line of a certain closed traverse. So we have here an example. No? So we have here the tabulation of our data wherein our unknown is on BC and DE, and this is non-adjoining. So, mean to say wala kasunod. So, if you try to sketch this one, kung sketch na ito, manilabas na yung sketch niya. So, take note that in DE, there is no bearing. So, because it's difficult to sketch with if there is no bearing. So, you just use the back bearing. Sa back bearing ka ba? So, for example, you sketch AB, then BC, then CD. Now, when you sketch DE, you cannot sketch this one because there is no such bearing. So, you just go directly to EF or to GA. So, back bearing, you use the back bearing instead of GA, you use AG. So, you start from A to G. So, you just use the opposite direction, but the same data of your one. So, it will become south-east. So, you have here south-east. This one. South-east. And so on and so forth, no? Until you can sketch the traverse. Then, take note that our missing data is the distance of BC and the bearing of DE. So, these two lines is non-adjoining or not adjacent. No? So, you take note of the line that has a missing data. So, you have the BC, this one. Then the DE, this one. So, layos lang, yung sa sunod. So, what will you do? Now, to solve this one, the missing data, first, you have to move one of the line, so that it will become adjacent to the other line. Moving it in the same direction. For example, then you just form a parallelogram. So, let us say, one way to move is like this one. You can move this one out to this one. Hindi siya i-move mo ni siya na line ang BC, i-move mo din na kita. So, yun na rin siya puma, no? Just move it parallel. No? Parallel with this. The same direction, you to say the same direction, the same leg. With the same leg. Then, to be able to, so, meaning to say, kini siya line na ulas na sa BA. Then, kini pong another line na, you move it also so that they will be forming parallel line. Parallelogram then. No? Parallelogram. So, this one, move it here so that you will be forming parallelogram. That's one way. But I will just move the other way to move is this one to remove the way, which is what is in your module. So instead this one, we will use the other way of moving. So but it can be, you can solve the one in that manner. So kini na itong i-move diri. No? So i-move tani diri. So mali siya. So maybe po may parallelogram katong line nga in between nila ato pong i-move. So that it will form a parallelogram. So i-move tani diri. So mali siya kung makaroon. So kung mali siya pa itawag itong parallelogram. No? Gini. So you can denote this one as your O. Denote as your O. Then, concentrate din ka sa imong movement. Ang kining line na CD, you can say that your CD Okay, CD is just equals to your OA. Diba? Kaya mo naman, i-google man natin din na. Pareha sa kataas, pareha po siya direksyon. So, hindi ito rin napita. Then, atong DE po, DE ha, DE. So, equals to CO. Na, then CO. So, muna natin kuhan. So, when we concentrate this one, when we concentrate our to the other form of the traverse, ato ni irison, no? So wala na ko utruha ang mga data tanan. Wala na ko utruha data. What only change is the shape of your traverse. Okay? So take note ng atong ano na to is the BC. Ini BC o ang DE. Ang DE na to is your CO. So, kini. Muna siya na ano. Diba? Your DE is just equals to CO. CO. So, kana. So, doon na sila. No? They are now adjoining. So, we'll just transforming the figure, but we do not change the data of the data that we move. So, looking at this figure, you can see now hindi siya karon is now becoming adjacent. No? Adjacent sa ba? Ano? Hindi na sila non-adjacent or hindi na sila non-adjoining or what. So it is now adjacent. So we can now perform this one considering it is adjacent. So performing this one with the adjacent data. So what will we do? So adjacent data. Di ba itong gapormat ang triangle? No, katong naang duha ka kuan na dato line data sa missing data ato gipumas sa triangle. So by drawing a line which is what we call closing line. So kini man atong missing data karon. So atong himo ni sa triangle. No, by drawing a closing line. So kini siya atong closing line karon kini. Kini siya to closing line. So, atong closing line is your line BO. Atong closing line. So, ato lang sulbong ang closing line, the description of the closing line from the other traverse. Not from the triangle. Okay, napamatel di missing data ni. So, ato ka sa line traverse. So, from traverse A, B, O, E, F, G, and back to A nga traverse. So, di na nato kuhaon na itong missing data nga BO. So, we'll start from AB, then BC, okay? Then BC, no, not BC, no, not BC. It is AB, then BO. BO, then OA. So this traverse, no? OA then EF, then FG, then GA. So that's our tabulation for the other traverse, no? I-exclude na to ang atong triangle na missing data. So, what we are trying to solve now is your BO. So, naanamin yung AB na to. No? AB is south 83 degrees, 87 degrees and 14 minutes west. Then the distance is 486.52. Then BO is ano? OA is just equals to your CD. But, so, CD ang atong OA. So, kini. So you have south 30 degrees east, then you have 351.98. Then ano? This is the OA, no? This OA. So it is south 30 degrees east, then 351.98. Then EF, north, 0 degrees. Then 200 ang iyong length. Then FG, south, 79 degrees, 30 minutes east. Then 298.07. Then your GE is north, 56 degrees and 30 minutes west. Then 183.33. So this is the data of your traverse. Ang ano na to is your line BO. Okay? So by latitude and departure, by our knowledge about latitude and departure, we can now solve BO, di ba? So solving the latitude for the line AB, it is just equals to the cosine of this bearing times the distance, no? So the distance for 86.52 times the cosine of 57 degrees and 14 minutes, then we have a data of 23.48. Now take note of the direction. This is south latitude, so this is a negative latitude. Okay. Then the distance times the sine of the bearing will yield a departure. So you will have the departure for AB, you will have 485.95. Okay, take note again of the direction. This is west, so this is a negative departure. Okay, so I will just write everything, no? Kamuna is calculator. Kaya dito madugay, no? Okay. You have negative 304.82. This is positive 175.99. Then 0 degrees man is, so it is due north. So 100 yun ang yan, due north, positive, north man. Then 0 yan, departure. Then you have this one, you have 54.32 negative, so south. Then 293.08 positive, S. Then you have 101.19. This is north, so it is a positive latitude. Then 152.88. This is west, so this is a negative departure. Okay. So that's our data now. So missing data is the description of the line DO. So we'll add this one. Then that's the data of your departure. So adding that one, you will have ang result here is negative 169.76. So imukuha on 169.76 to make it 0, no? Because this is a closed numbers, we will make it the 0. So kuha ito ang opposite side na, so it will become positive. To make this one as 0. Then ang resulta for this because this is negative 81.43. Ito yung mga zero siya, so ito ko ng opposite sign. So yung positive 81.43. So 0. So close numbers. Yeah. So going back to our equation, that the bearing is just equal to the bearing of the line or tangent, inverse tangent of the bearing or theta, no? Inverse tangent theta It's just equals to the departure. Departure is this one, 169.76 divided by the latitude, 81.43. Then tangent theta. So your theta is just equals to 64 degrees and 22 minutes. That's your theta. So your bearing therefore, bearing of line BO is just equals to this one. Your theta 64 degrees and 22 minutes. Then take note of the direction. Atong latitude is positive, so it is north. So north siya. Then yung departure is still positive, so positive departure, it is S. So north-east ang iyang bearing. So mula siya dire. Then for the length, for the distance BO, or length BO, it's just equals to the square root of the square of the latitude plus the square of the distance. So you have 23.48 squared. Oh no, not. It is 81.43 plus 169.76 squared. Then you have your BO line will equal to 188.28 meters. So muna na description sa itong BO. No? So after solving the description of our closing line, which is the BO, then you concentrate now to your triangle. Okay. Concentrate na to sa triangle. So let's say our BO is sa BO na to is north-east. So atong drawing na rin sakto. Atong drawing na rin sakto. So north-east atong BO. So north-east, so sa'yo kayo ni, ubos man ni siya. Para din ni siya. Napay ko na na. So take note na atong drawing na ni is not accurate, no? Dili accurate atong drawing mo na yung nanis na itong actually, pag-stop na ito atong BO is going upward, paana? So itong B, then itong O na dire. So mali siya po, no? This is 64 degrees and 22 minutes. Ini, mali bearing. Then you have another bearing that we have is the bearing of your BC. So BC is 20 degrees southwest. So southwest, ini. Ganita, southwest, 20 degrees. But we do not know the distance. Okay. So, muna sa southwest na to. So, kini nga itong triangle. Inari po mga itong triangle. Inari po mga itong triangle. So, this is our C. So, muna itong anon. Nananatay length ani, which is equivalent to 188.28. Ang length po sa itong BC is unknown, but ang iyang bearing, kini iyang bearing, which is equivalent to 20 degrees southwest. Then, kini po walay bearing atong CO, which is equivalent to DE, no? Wala siya bearing, pero na siya length ka 400 meters. Okay. So, from this one, we can determine the other angle, no? So, kini siya, masolve na ito ni, pili angle na ni. Kini siya. Okay? So, ano siya? It is equivalent to 180. So, angle at B. So, angle din napita, angle at B, no? It is equivalent to 180 degrees plus 20. So, paano si bearing plus ito na? Minusan na yun, no? 64 degrees and 22 minutes. Then you will have 135. So you will have angle B equals to 135 degrees and 38 minutes. So nalagay isa ka interior angle, opposite sa 400. So makuha po na ito ang other angle opposite sa aning giving line. So you will have, using the sine law, then you can say sine angle C. Sine angle C, kini. Mo may opposite sa 188. So, is to 188.28. Is to as to sine of angle 135, 38 minutes is to 400. Then you can solve the angle C, which is equivalent to your angle C is equivalent to 19 degrees and 12 minutes. So, solving the other interior angle, angle O, so it is just equal to, your angle O is just equal to the total interior angle, which is equivalent to 180 degrees minus 135 degrees and 38 minutes minus 19 degrees and 12 minutes. Then you will have your angle O, which is equivalent to 25 degrees and 10 minutes. Okay, so nanatag tanay interior angle, no? Nanatag ang angle ani. Kini. So, makasolve na nato ang atong atong lens sa BC, no? Kinahanglan kay angle ani, so solve na atong lens sa BC kay may opposite niya ang angle, di ba? Kini mo niya atong 25 degrees and 10 minutes. So, atong angle length of the line BC is equal to BC, line BC is to sine of 25 degrees and 10 minutes as to any line. Ano, pwede ka, in our one, atong line gamit is 400, the 400, we use the 400. So 400 is to sine of, yung opposite ani is sine 135 degrees and 38 minutes. Then you will have your line BC, the length of the line BC is just equal to 243.26. Okay. So for the bearing of line CO, line CO, which is equivalent to your OA, DE, no? The bearing of line DE, which is equivalent to the bearing of line CO, no? So CO, so kini siya kay 20 man siya. Kini back bearing sa atong BC. So 20 ni siya degrees. So kini gikan din padulong din ni gikan diri ha sa iyang region padulong ana mo iyang bearing. No? Which is equivalent to bearing CO is just equals to 20 degrees plus kining interior angle ani. which is equivalent to 19. No? Angle C plus 19 degrees and 12 minutes. So this is just equal to 39 degrees and 12 minutes. Direction, it is north to east. North, east. So that's the bearing. So this is the answer. So ano yung ipakita na to? Kinis lang gawa. So that's the data of the unknown, data of our unknowns.